What is up, guys? So today we're going to be doing something that I thought of while I was eating waffles this morning. Travel with me on this magical journey. So I'm eating waffles, right? And I open up my phone to look at TikTok, as one does while they're eating breakfast. And I noticed that I've been sent an edit 3 times from 3 different people, the exact same edit. And you know what it was? It was a Vox edit because I'm me. I'm just a girl. I'm a simple creature. And this edit was just so amazing, so jaw-dropping, so toe-curling in a good way. And I promise this is going somewhere. I was literally sitting there kicking my feet at the stupid edit. And I'm like, there's something wrong with me. I'm delusional. But we already knew this. So what do I do about having a mid-morning realization that I take up permanent residence on Delulu Island? I try and escape it. I think to myself, Yona, do you think realistically Vox would actually like you? And that was a punch to my ego. It was. And then that got me thinking, well, you could say that about all of the Hazbin characters. Would any of them actually like me? I don't know. So we're gonna go down this list that I have compiled of the most prominent, relevant, important Hazbin characters in my brain and talk about whether or not they would actually give me the time of day if I existed in their world. This is gonna be fun. This is going to be a humbling experience, if nothing else. And I encourage you all to take a reality pill with me and think about this for yourself. Think about it. Just think about it. We could all use, grass isn't enough for us anymore. We need to get in a rocket ship and go touch outer space. Touching grass is not enough for the level of Delulu that me and some of you guys are on. It's sad looking at it from an outside point of view. After this video, I'm gonna go right back to my down bad ways. But for right now, let's try and get in touch with reality. There's really not much else I can say, so let's go ahead and start. Oh my gosh. Starting with Alastor. No. Obviously there's the fact that he is asexual to consider. So he wouldn't want me, but in an odd plane of reality where we could pretend that he wanted me, we wouldn't be compatible to date. If the psychopathic tendencies, the cannibalism, the lack of basic oral hygiene wasn't an issue. I'm gonna be honest, the way that he dresses kind of bugs me. I love his style and I love Alastor for who he is, but I feel like looking at that red for so long would do detrimental things to my brain. Also, I feel like he would try to nibble on my kneecaps in my sleep. No. Next up we have Charlie, and take this with a grain of salt when I say it, I feel like Charlie is physically compatible to date anybody. I don't think there's a kind of person that Charlie wouldn't find some way to get along with. The only reason I would say we wouldn't actually be compatible to date is because she's not my type. I don't think there would be any long-standing issues about a relationship between us. I'm just simply not interested in that. She's also too nice. She's entirely too nice. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way now. Obviously he started the idea. Vox. Yeah, for as much as I love that TV man, we are not compatible. You guys know me to be a certain way, but when I'm with friends and family, I have such an Alastor type of personality, and obviously that's not gonna work with Vox. Also, the time frame that he's from, the way that they were with women does not align with me, if that makes any kind of sense. Vox just seems like the kind of guy who is the breadwinner in his brain. He's I'm the man, I go to work, I make money, you're the wife, you stay home and cook and clean. No. The only reason that I really like Vox is because he's a pathetic little man baby, and I would love to be the woman in charge, and he would absolutely not go for that. So we would not be able to be together for long. It would be nothing but fighting between us, power imbalances. I am not sharing him. That's another thing. Valentino, I highly doubt Valentino is going to just give Vox away with whatever they have going on. And I'm not the kind of person that can just let him and Val do whatever they're doing on the side while he's supposed to be with me. No. We're not doing that. And I'm not fighting Valentino either. So no, I think there's a lot of factors that play into the fact that me and Vox probably would not work out. Husk. Yeah, maybe. I don't think there would be anything wrong with a relationship with Husk. As long as he could like put the bottle down for a second, I think everything would be fine. And he's an older man, you know, he's voiced by Keith David. That's always a plus. If I ignore the fact that he's a literal animal, that does have some factors to play here. But if we can look past that, then I think, yeah, a relationship with me and Husk would probably work out. Sir Pentious. No. Kind of the same thing with Charlie. I'm just simply not interested in him like that. So obviously that's not gonna work out. Disclaimer, like this whole video is kind of like under the basis that the characters would even be interested in me to begin with, I guess. And Pentious is just like on the wrong side of pathetic, if like there's Vox pathetic and then there's Sir Pentious pathetic. One of which is more embarrassing than the other. I feel like being around Pentious, just in general, not even in a romantic sense, would give me the worst case of secondhand embarrassment 24/7. So no, I can't imagine a universe in which that would work out between us. Valentino, this relationship wouldn't work because of the very obvious problem of him not being able to be in a committed relationship. And like I said before, I don't like to share. That's also considering we're looking past all of his questionable morals and atrocious behavior and his job. I feel like his job isn't really that much of an issue, but what goes on in his studio would make me uncomfortable sleeping next to him at night. That kind of makes me feel like icky on the inside. So I'm gonna go with no. A relationship with Val would not work out for me. Lucifer, duh. I see no universe in which this doesn't work. Not only because of the fact that he's sad and he just needs a little bit of love in his life and like reassurance, but he's been around for forever, like literally forever. So I feel like there's no person that he wouldn't know how to handle, if that makes sense. I don't think my personality is difficult enough that Lucifer wouldn't be able to handle me as a person. And there's not much wrong with him that I don't think would work for me. So I feel like it would be okay. Oh, I just realized that you can see my radio Apple sticker. So I'm gonna go with yes, a relationship with me and Lucifer probably would work out. Angel does. No. He doesn't want me. There's no universe in which he wants me. So we're just gonna move steadily along. Also, if we're not even talking about his sexuality that's coming into play here, just his job. And I know he sold his soul to Val. He doesn't have a choice, but I don't think I would be comfortable with a partner that was just constantly with other people. Even if it's for that bag, I don't know if I would be okay with that. No, because I don't like her. As much as I love Velvet to literal pieces, she would get so bored of me so fast. She would dump me within like 24 hours of us dating. And that's considering that I can wow her enough with like my charming smile and my bubbly personality on like our first date to even get her to agree to be my girlfriend. And then I feel like within 24 hours, she would be so done with me. She would be so over me. I also feel like she would try to micromanage my content, like my TikToks and my YouTube videos. I feel like she would 100% be like, the way that I'm doing my social media is so wrong and try to like fix me. And I don't like that. So I don't think we're compatible. Also, she's a diva. I'm a diva. She's sassy. I'm sassy. I feel like once our cycles synced up, it would just be chaos and destruction for everybody involved. Like V Tower burned to the ground with our attitudes under one roof. I'm sorry, it wouldn't work. She's hot. But it wouldn't work. I'm actually going to cry. Oh, I'm gonna crash out. Because oh my gosh, you guys know how much I love him. You know how much I love Zaddy Zestial. He would hate me. Zestial would not like me. I'm too raunchy for him. I'm too raunchy. I'm too loud. I'm too like in your face. He needs a girl that's classier than me. That's more, I hate to use the word demure, but that's the only way I can think of to describe it. Zestial would not like me in the slightest bit. I'm just, no. I would look like a piece of lint next to him. He couldn't take me anywhere. I'm just not adequate enough for Zestial. He's on a different plane of existence that I can never hope to achieve. I also feel like he would look at me and tell me that I'm too young for him. Carmilla, no, wouldn't work because she's a mother. Like I feel like I'm close in age, or I would be closer in age to her daughters, so that's just a little weird to me. Rosie, same thing. I just don't see her that way. She's more of like a motherly figure in my eyes. Nifty, no. Not only do I look at Nifty like she's a child, but what's the best way to say this? The chick is crazy. And I know everybody's like, oh my god, Nifty, she's so quirky, she's so silly, oh my gosh, I would love to be friends with her, I would love to like hang out with her. You say that until it's actually happening, and it's weird. Love her to pieces while she's a character in a show. But if I were to ever be near her, she has one good time to bring a roach anywhere near me and that whole hotel is burning to the ground. I don't like that. I don't play with that. That little roach crown that she put on Alastor's head, I would have died a second time. Absolutely not. The last two characters that we have kind of go hand in hand for the same reason, so we're just going to talk about them together. Adam and Lute. I'm sure it's very obvious why no to Adam, but I'm also going to say no to Lute just because she's a very violent woman. And while normally I would say that I'm into that, I feel like she's a little too much. She's also like in the military, I guess. So she like has a strict set of rules. Like she works under Adam. Like we wouldn't get along. She wouldn't like me because I'm disobedient at best and a brat at worst. And first of all, that wouldn't work for either of them. Adam, I would purposefully spite his entire life just because I hate him and he's misogynistic. But Lute also, I feel like she wouldn't like how I interact with Adam, who she kind of looked up to. I don't think it would work. Also, they're heaven bound as far as we know. I decidedly would not be. It just doesn't work in my brain. Okay, that's it for the characters that I wrote down. Anybody else, I either don't have any sort of attraction to, or I just didn't think about them when I was typing out this list like 20 minutes ago. So if I forgot any characters, let me know down in the comments and I'll probably just answer you there, because I don't think there's enough characters to make a second part. So if I forgot somebody that you just really need to know if I think I could possibly date them, let me know down in the comments. I'll answer you right then and there. But that is going to be it for this video. I love you kitties so very much, and I will catch you next time. Later!